Now, why is that cool? Because technically speaking, you're recycling plot. Okay, so the plot that you're recycling is super simple. The plot that you're recycling is Eleanor used to be a bad person, but she's improving on in the good place, which makes her a good person. However, is there a possible redemption for her? So so this comes like so this is kind of cool. This comes back to what I was saying, right? Are you that evil? Are you medium evil? Are you not evil, or somewhat evil? Eleanor was very evil, so the road to redemption is much harder to somebody that did some wrong thing in her life. And Sean is not checking. Now the verdict, by the way, is gonna be that Eleanor is didn't redeem herself and that she has to go to a bad place. Uh, There you go. So then Sean, like I said, Sean says that she and it sucks. It really sucks. It really sucks because you don't want Shini Tiny to pay for your mistakes, right? And this is kind of the middle person. Eleanor is a better person. Does she want to go to a bad place? Is she willing to sacrifice herself or is somebody else? Is she willing to sacrifice herself? That makes a good person. But even though she sacrificed herself, that makes her a good person. She ends up in the bad place. And if she sends Shitty and Tiny, so you're a bad person, who belong in the bad place, right? Jason tells her, and Jason is like, fuck, they're in the bad place. And Jason, this is kind of cool because Jason also didn't belong in the good place. But you see how much Eleanor improved versus how little Jason improved. And this is kind of nice. This is kind of nice because you're seeing that Eleanor would be in the same step as Shannon. A bit smarter, but still. Um, so there you go. We have the reason as to why Eleanor is shitty. We end up knowing that her parents were kind of shitty, and that made her a okay. So the flashbacks here is her being younger, wanting emancipation, which means that she leaves her parents and she lives her own life. This is more reason for her to be a shitty person. This is more justification of she's a victim of her surrounding and not inherently evil. It's the same thing as saying a villain is not born, a villain is made, right? So I do like that. I do like that. And Sean, that she sacrificed herself. There you go. There you go. So now we have the four people, right? He says that the good place is all two people. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as it is. And this is gonna be episode 13, which is the finale of the season, which is insane, insane. I don't remember what is the biggest reveal at the end. It's it because this is where you learn the biggest plot in the first season, and I gotta say, is a great plot. Good. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Pretty much the same. It belongs there. Now this is cool. So the first scene here is absolutely phenomenal. It's Michael who ends up designing his first neighborhood. Now this is super interesting. This is possibly the best flashback in the whole first season. Why? Because at this point we think that Michael is a good person. They reveal that they're not in heaven in a good place, they're in the bad place all along. Yeah, this is the bad place all along. This is the biggest reveal, which is kind of cool, and it's 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 like probably one of the biggest what the fuck plots ever, but at the same time, it is a really well made plot. So you see Michael designing the neighborhood, and then he's supposed to be designing his neighborhood, but then he has an idea which is to do different, and it's called the good place. The good place is putting four people together that are gonna torture each other. So Eleanor, that is not supposed to be there, but suffer from being there. Shitty, who is not able to deal with the fact that Eleanor, with the moral compass of Eleanor is not supposed to be there, should I protect her? You got Tahani, that always has to prove herself, always has to justify herself, justifying the fact that those two people don't belong here, and Janu being a complete dumbass. But all of these people are meant to hurt each other. And this is the bad place. This is hell. Hell is a soft place. Which I kind of like. I did kind of like. It's possibly a really good idea. A really good neighborhood, like a really good version of the bad place. This, we got this.
For that, I'm deeply sorry. This is truly the saddest day of my life.
There you go. Michael said, "Listen, I tried what I tried what I. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. 870, 8 freaking 70, dude. What's she gonna say about that? 1.5 million. Hmm. Well, I was look here. Torn damage and lifesteal. I guess torn damage and lifesteal. That's not the best thing to do, but still. Okay. We died at the 800 wave, which is kind of badass. Oh fuck. Did we do this? 4 minutes ish. Health regen. Oh my god. This is so good. Okay, give me a sec, guys. We have to do something here, which is kind of meaningful. Okay. So we're gonna end the round, right? We have this, which we're gonna option. We're gonna restore level, noise, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna equip this one. My apologies. My apologies. There you go. Molly's my Silent Lop is still something. Okay, so Michael said still virgin in his life, but the funny thing is there's a clown, the clown painting that appears. Now, Michael said I tried to fight against Sean, I couldn't fight against Sean. So now ends there's like a 10 minutes of fighting between who wants to go there, who belongs in the bad place.
Good. You were off with real Eleanor?
And
Where's
this
the
is
money?
this is bad because we kind of want Jason and Alan to go to that place because they belong there. So Tahani's like, hey, Shini is kind of important because, okay, so how it works is the relationship between each other, right? Tahani, they're all kind of friends, but some of them are closer. Tahani still has feelings for Shini. She's like, hey, if you want to go to the bad place, I want to go to the bad place. Because Shini right away sacrificed himself. He's like, hey, I'll go. And she's like, okay, well, if you go, I'll go too, right? So, depending on who the first person to go, the same person will follow. Eleanor, if she goes, she will follow, right? Eleanor, if she goes, she will follow, and if she goes, Tahani will follow. Jason finally agreed that he should go to that place, and it's kind of sad because